Good afternoon, Turks and Caicos. The government of the Turks and Caicos Islands today has called this joint press statement between Her Excellency the Governor and the Premier to discuss and inform you, the people here in Turks and Caicos, those watching at home and overseas, on the issue of crime. Your Excellency, Premier, I invite you now to address the people of the Turks and Caicos Islands.
Good afternoon, Turks and Caicos. I want you to know that the Governor and I share your grief and anger at the needless loss of life that has afflicted our community. We're absolutely outraged with the degree of unconcern that the criminals are showing and wreaking havoc in our communities. We condemn these reckless acts, and we extend our deepest condolences to the family and friends who are suffering from these senseless acts. This is not the people that we are. This scourge of violence robs our youth of their future. It ruins lives. This is not a reflection of the values of the good people of this country, and we will not accept it as a normal. We want you to know that we stand with you. You understand the reason why you may be uncertain about the future, but we want to let you know that the plans that we are putting in place will bring more certainty to the law and order scene in our islands. The Governor and I have been working diligently with the United Kingdom for the last several hours, ever since the incident of last night occurred, and the Governor will now speak to you about some of the resources that she's been able to get from the FCDO in the United Kingdom. Governor.
Thank you, Premier. Good afternoon. Understandably, we hear the call for action. We have been resolute on tackling threats to the safety of our communities. We want to assure you the police are actively investigating and implementing safeguarding protection measures of all witnesses to recent violence. The Premier and I now want to explain to you how we are utilising every lever at our disposal to support law enforcement and ensure the safety of our communities. On the immediate operational response, we have secured a rapid deployment package with the UK Foreign Commonwealth and Development Office. This includes the deployment within the next 7 days of 6 firearms officers and a firearms commander to provide an immediate boost in tactical manpower. 5 investigators are also being deployed to drive forward investigations of the recent incidents and investigative leads to support operations of arrest in bringing those responsible to justice. It is also critical we build our strategic intelligence-led operations, and therefore the deployment also includes a firearms operations planner and a criminal and intelligence analyst. These individuals will expand our capabilities greatly to target our resources against the criminal networks. We have extended Operation Shepherd for the TCI Regiment to continue to provide operational support to the police and are actively pursuing additional tactical support from regional partners. In building longer-term capability and resilience within the Royal Turks and Caicos Islands Police Force, we will be launching a targeted recruitment campaign for experienced tactical officers and serious crime investigators. In addition, we are working with the FCDO to secure a wider comprehensive package of critical assets to strengthen intelligence and operational tactics. These assets will provide a step change for our law enforcement agencies in the fight against organised crime. We are also working to strengthen border security and have secured UK investment in maritime support to improve our surveillance capabilities and domain awareness. We continue to work with the US and Canada to underpin interdiction operations and enhance our resilience. Our response needs to be holistic. The National Security Council is marshalling a multi-agency effort across law enforcement, immigration, prison, education, social services, health and the judiciary to reinforce efforts to tackle crime, stop its causes and mitigate its effects. This is our end-to-end plan to detect, disrupt and dismantle criminal networks with an emphasis on addressing the drivers of crime.
I neglected at the beginning to recognize the persons in this room, my ministerial colleagues, the Deputy Premier, the Minister for Immigration and Labor, the Minister for PPID, and the Minister for Education, and Member of the House of Assembly for Whelan, Honourable Kyle Knowles, and also special mention of Pastor Wilbert Jennings, who is also representing the Security Fraternity and as well as the Christian Council of Churches. Pastor, we want to thank you for your support. You've always been there in supporting law and order. We thank you for that. And we want to encourage all of those people who have called and who've been supportive in providing advice and just saying that they stand with the government in doing what we can to make sure that we arrest the scourge of crime. And to those persons who would rather curse the darkness than light a candle, we say to you that we understand your frustration and we will work to make sure that we give you the confidence that you need. The police are working on ways to care and protect vulnerable and intimidated witnesses to come forward. We are in this together, and we must fight it together. We can no longer stand on the side and be spectators. We appeal to everyone to help the police with their investigations. And piece of information, however insignificant you may think, it can be pivotal to bringing the perpetrators to justice and restoring calm to our neighborhoods. As for your government, we will continue to provide the resources and the tools that our police officers need. We will also continue to provide the support to the court system to make sure that when persons are brought before the court, they are dealt with and that their punishment meets out the crime. Also, we hear you. We know you've been asking for more presence in the communities of the police. We know that you've asked for police stations. And what we would like to say to you is that the mobile police station is due to be delivered later this year, and we're making plans to ensure that the presence of each community, the presence of policing in each community is improved, particularly those vulnerable communities. And would like to send a warning out to those people who would make it their business and their career to disrupt our community and destroy the good name of these Turks and Caicos Islands. You will be chased down and you will be dealt with. So while there's time, our doors are open. We would like for you to turn these young people and the young men in this community in particular to turn your life around. Find someone that you have confidence in, whether it be your pastor or your principal of the school or some person on your job. For God's sakes, let us do the right thing and preserve the beauty of our islands and make sure that we all can survive in peace and tranquility. So I want to thank the governor for the work that she's doing with the government in trying to make sure that we are properly resourced. working with us in the United Kingdom to make sure that these islands return to a state of safety. May God bless you, and may God continue to bless this beautiful by nature Turks and Caicos Islands. We thank you.